What's up, guys? So another package arrived in the mail today, and this actually kind of changed my plans because I was planning on filming today. I was going to do the Powkitty X55, and it's the green version sent to me by GoGameGeek, and I need to get that done this week. So get on me about that in the comments. But right here, what we have is something I haven't seen yet up on YouTube other than a couple little snippets. And you know me, I like to be first with these cheap models. So here we go. This is another R35, but this is the R35 Plus, and it's by a different company. Even though it says game console, it says games console. And this right here is big brother or something like that, big sister, whatever you want to call it, to the D-007. I'm not sure if you guys remember that one, but let's pull it up real quick. This big fatty right here, it's like an Android based device, and there's not much going on with it. There's not much custom firmware. I think there was a version of version of AmberELEC created for it by HackerOut, the same guy that did the custom firmware for the E6. So let's just open this up, take a look at it, and see what it has to offer. The front of the box says 64-bit simulator. It shows the RetroArch logo. Gamepad, so I guess it can take a gamepad. I don't know if it's Bluetooth or not. Memory card. Model, the D-R35 Plus. So the other one was the D-007, and then they would throw plus on it occasionally. HD screen, 840 or 640 by 480 high pixel. On the side, basically all that same information. It says it has TV out. Detachable battery, quad core. So let's see, where's the specs? Here's the colors that are available as of now. I got the gray one. I kind of wish I would have got the black because the clear black buttons just kind of like look good with the black. I'm kind of holding off on the colorful stuff for this one just because I have a bunch of them now, the colorful devices. So yeah, I can't see the specs. They're not listed on here because, well, they're listed on here, but this sticker's covering it. So let's take this saran wrap off, or whatever you want to call it, this packaging. A lot of times I'll keep these intact on my packaging, but not when they have big fat stickers on them like that. So let me close this up. Stay safe here. Let me zoom in on the box too, so I'm not holding it up and shaking. Okay, so what do we have here? Can I focus? Adjust. Display is a 3.5-inch high definition IPS resolution, 640 by 480. It's an RK3326 chip, 1.5 gigahertz with the Mali G31 MP2, 1 gigabyte of RAM, 8 gigabytes of memory. I don't understand that. I don't really understand that. I guess the storage that's internal for the operating system. I don't know what. Battery type, detachable lithium-ion polymer. It doesn't even say what the milliamp hours are. TF card, supports TF card expansion, maximum 128 gigabytes, two rockers or thumbsticks, and 2 amp charging. So it says 2 amp charging. That's something I could test. I'll probably test off camera, but let's just take this thing out of the box and take a look at it. So let me zoom back out a little bit. All right. And it's a slide box like the Miu Mini. There we go. So no plastic. Usually there's plastic on the front of these, and there probably will be on some of yours. Those of you that do get one. We do have our white foam. Let's just set that off to the side. And the gray looks decent. It kind of looks like the same brownish gray that the Miu Mini had. So, or kind of like an old Game Boy. It doesn't really look gray, it almost looks brown. So there's that. Let's just check the box real quick and see what's in it. Standard cable, some wipes, instructions. Does it not even come with a screen protector? It doesn't come with a screen protector, so alright, that's something to take note of. Just use a 3.5-inch screen protector. DR35 Plus, and I think that 35, they're like 3.5. Let's just name it R35. Let's just take a quick look at the menu. There's not much going on here. The TF cared. Let's just flip this over, take a look, and that's that. All right, I didn't even read it. I just held it up. I just want to turn this thing on, see how it looks, and then from there, flip through the game, flip through the systems, play 1 or 2 games, and call it a day. All right, so let's take a look at this big old funny D-pad. It's like a big yet skinny D-pad. Low travel. It's probably similar to the D007, which I never tried. Feels tight. Yeah, it's a little tight, but we'll have to see. It does have a central pivot, but it's a small one, but it's there. I don't think it's gonna have a problem with that, you know, those false diagonals, but we'll see. Buttons, kind of like the look of the buttons, but I mean, on a handheld, I don't know. They're kind of big. A lot of ooh, they don't feel that good. They feel okay. They're just not what I expected. I thought they were gonna be much more punchy, and they're really not that punchy. They're okay. They're serviceable. Like, you can tell when you're pressing them, and that's fine. These sticks looked a little dirty when I first pulled them out of the package, but let me move this light back a little bit. All right, so the sticks are there. They are recessed. They don't have that like ring around them that's recessed, but they are somewhat recessed. But I don't think as much as, no, they're not as much as some of the other devices. The back, we have our Miyoo Mini style shoulder buttons. Wow, they went with the quieter clicking. They're not as quiet as a Miyoo Mini, but they're much quieter than the R36 and the R35S. See, here we go, SZDiier. That's the same company that does the D007. So yeah, okay, so they're pretty quiet. You're not going to notice that when you're playing a game. Here's our battery. Let's see what we have in here. Does it say? D-R35 Plus. It's a 3,000 milliamp hour battery, according to what it says. I'm not going to pull it out. So that's nice that they show that as it's a dedicated battery. All right, the moment of truth. Let's zoom in a little bit more and turn this thing on. Okay, so right here's power, and that's pretty much all we have. Okay, we have our DC charging, our TF slot, our 3.5 millimeter headphone jack, our volume rocker, and power. All right, here we go. I hope there's not a loud intro. Not too bad. Okay, so the volume is down. There is music, but they didn't seem to make it obnoxious. So we have MAME. Let's press A and just see what it looks like in there. Yeah, it has that Pandora's box look. We have select, enter, back, and favorite. So L2 would be how to favorite. Oh no, I hope there's a way to turn that off. Why did they do that? Okay, so here you're gonna have your thousands of MAME games. Oh, 350 MAME games, all right? Sega Mega Drive, 113 games. I'm not gonna torture you with that sound going through all this. Super Famicom, 153 games. Okay, how are we gonna save these games? Probably, I don't know, that's an escape button. We're gonna have to try to figure this out. I probably should have read the manual. NES, 391 games. At least there's not like 1,000 games. I hate it when there's thousands of games. And they're not afraid of Mario. Good for them. But they did put like 1,500 Mario games in there. So how many games were there again? 391. All right. Game Boy Advance. My favorite. One of my favorites. 528 games. F-Zero right on the top. Super Mario Advance. The 2 best games on the system. Not the 2 best games, but good games. Kurukurukurin, or however you pronounce that. I always think of what's his name, RGT85. The way he, I remember he announced that when it came out on Nintendo Switch Online. It was just funny. Yeah, so here we are with GBA. We have 528 games. Game Boy Color, or is that just Game Boy Pocket? It just says Game Boy. All right, so Game Boy, 112 games. Looks like it has some of the Game Boy Color games. I don't know if it's mixed or what. A lot of these box arts or these game arts that they're showing are like really dark and faded, and then some of them are vivid. It's just really inconsistent. This is one of those systems, guys, you know, it's probably going to go down in price. Oh, here's Game Boy Color. Okay. And I have this, you know what? This is what's making things look kind of bad, I think. Let's just take that off, even though we don't have a screen. Yeah, that was a bad one. Look at that. All right, so that makes the screen look a lot better. Jesus, that looked better. All right, Game Boy Color, 38 games. Wow, really? 38 games? That look, it's not even in color. Okay. PlayStation, 7 games. Really? 7 games. It has more than 7 games here. Okay, so 2 of 7. 7 folders. Is that what it's saying? Damn. I don't know. What if some of those other ones mean 128 folders? That would be ridiculous. But that said 7, and I'm on 2 of 7 now. So here we are. Mortal Kombat, all that. Trying to find something that I can test. At least it's starting to get an alphabet. Oh, well. It was in alphabetical order for a second. It's kind of a mess. Crash Bandicoot. I wish I could just find like Crash Team Racing or something, but that is torturous. There's gotta be a way to turn that off, dude. Come on. Alright, CPS 1, I'm gonna guess probably like 31 games. 8 games? Okay. Is it really 8 or no, there's 9 games on the cover. What is that? What is up with that? 1 of 8 folders? Is that what it's telling me? I guess so. That's really weird the way they have this set up. I think they should do a better job on their initial stock setup before they release it. Come on, you guys. Just take the effort to make the stock UI nice, and people will play it, and people will buy it, and they won't complain of it. They won't even be asking for custom firmware. Just make it work. So I'm sure the games are gonna play, but it's not a nice UI. Look at this. Like, we want our games to have names on them. So we're gonna have to do that all ourselves, and we're gonna have to figure out how, because it's probably a lockdown system. So there's Street Fighter Alpha. You know what? Let's go in there and test the D-pad. I'm not even gonna try to map the buttons. I just want to see if I can throw a Shoryuken. Loading Z3. 14 minutes left. You gotta be kidding me. 16 minutes? 18, 20? Or oh, what does that M stand for? Because, all right, there it is. Yes, it is. Let me zoom in a little bit. All right, let's just give this a shot. Oh wait, I didn't want turbo, but oh well. I'm not good with turbo. They move too fast. Let's still see if we can throw some fireballs and do a Hadouken, Shoryuken. The D-pad feels comfortable in the hand. Oh, there we go. It doesn't feel bad under the thumb. It's not like some of those D-pads that are kind of sharp. All right, yo, it works. So the D-pad works. No problem. Even if I don't win here, I probably won't, because... But you can see that the special moves are coming out without a problem. Is this like Guile's brother? Look at that. Guile and Charlie. I was trying to do a super, but I don't know how. I don't know how in this version of Street Fighter. He got me. All right, so we'll leave it at that for that. Let's see how we're gonna get out of here. Since I have no idea, let's just start with, instead of pressing escape, let's see if there's a way to save a game first. There we go. Start and select. Nice. Okay, so at least we have that. We'll have to see if Game Boy and stuff is scaled correctly. If so, then we have some sloppy ROM lists, but at least we have the ability to save our games. We could change our buttons. I'm not going to try to learn that on the spot right now, but it's probably not that big of a deal. You probably just press the button you want, press to the right for the one. We'll figure it out another day. But all right, I'm happy to see that this is here. So start and select to get into there. Escape, you probably go right back to the menu with that. So you know what, let's press resume and then press escape and see what happens. Oh, okay, same thing. Just like that other console, the little family pocket I did the other day, I pressed start, select, L and R, just like intuitively. There was just common sense in my head to get to a menu, because I couldn't find a menu button, and it was hidden right in the corner, disguised as a little one-player symbol. So basically, escape is also what gets you to the point where you could save your games and exit and all that. So we're here. We have 3 of 8. Okay, so 5 of 8, 6 of 8, 7 of 8. Okay, that's what it is, pages. When I press to the right, you're seeing that it's staying on CPS2, but it's moving pages. So we have 8 pages. We have a total of 69 games. That means that some of these, let's go back through real quick. Just one system, for example, 528. Is that 528 pages? It is. All right, so we have thousands and thousands of games. That's gonna be the same for Nintendo. Yep. So how many pages times 391, 3,000, over 3,000 games. You know, basically figure what, 9 games per page, 9 times 153. Yeah, we got the math. Oh man. Let's silence that. All right, so yeah, we kind of see what we have going here in this system. What else do we have? Game Boy Color, PlayStation, CPS1, CPS2, IGS, just more, I guess it's kind of like MAME. I'm not familiar with the term IGS. Let me know what's going on. I'm still kind of new to all this stuff. Neo Geo, 15 pages, so 15 times 9, do the math. Last played, okay, there's the stuff that, someone's played this before. Look at that, they wanted to test Bloody Roar, let's test it. This will be our PlayStation test. It's not Bloody Roar 2, but hey. Giving you guys a little idea of what the R35 Plus by the SZDiier company. I don't know how to play this game well either, so let's just give it a shot. Will be Yugo. Yugo versus Fox. I'm not a big fan of any of the 3D fighters. Sounds like they take the music out. Oh, no, they didn't. Damn, he just straight turned into a wolf. Yeah, the 3D fighter is never a thing that I really enjoy. I don't like when it takes time for the screen to rotate and everything just feels like it moves so much slower. But yo, it's not like it's moving slow on this console. That's just the way the game played. And double forward to run. Damn, she just kicked my butt. Oh, she changed to a fox. Alright, so I'm done. I'm good with that one. That's not for me. But we see that it works. Double Roar or Bloody Roar 2, who knows. But so history has 3 pages. What else do we have here? Favorites, so we can make our, set our favorites. We'll have them there. Did anybody put anything in there? No? Okay. Search, we have a search feature. Okay, so we could put Mario in there or something. All games. 1,718 pages. So 1718 times 9. Download. Okay, so I guess, is there a second? That's interesting because there's only one SD slot, but there's a way to download games. I guess maybe there's a folder on the card where you would put your ROMs that you download. I guess we'll have to learn in the future on that one. Battery's starting to, seems like it's getting a little bit low. Here's settings. All right, language. It's in English. Okay, volume. I'm gonna bring that down for now. Jeez. See, come on, you guys, companies. Stop forcing us to listen to these sounds. We don't want that. We don't want cling, 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 cling between every single button press. So, I hope you guys can update the software and change that if you guys see this video. I know I'm nobody special, but I think most people will agree with me on that. So, yeah. You know what? Let's go to search. Type in Mario. Because you know me. Where am I? Oh, they go bold. A little, relatively bold. M-A-R-I-O. Alright, so Super Mario Brothers 1, 2, 3. Okay, so now how am I blind? Oh, there we go. Okay. 1, 2, do we have any Mario Kart? Dr. Mario's missing. Damn, there's a lot of Mario. Oh, there we go. Mario Kart Super Circuit. Let's just do that. See if there's any screen tearing when that wheel rolls to the left. Feels like it's running a little slow. Sounds a little slow. Am I wrong? I don't know. Aspect ratio is off. I don't think there's anything we could do about that. Nope. So it is what it is, guys. Sorry to say. But, you know, I posted this up in Discord in the wrong section because I was unaware. I posted in the R35, R36S chat, and they're like, yeah, we already know about it. It's not new, and we're pretty much not interested. So I was like, all right, thanks for the info. And I ordered it anyway, just to check it out. So the rest of you out there who might get confused by the name know that this is not one of those R35, R36S devices with ArcOS and can be modded and made to be really cool. This so far is not so great, but it's not terrible. So look at me, I'm using the thumbstick on Game Boy. I kind of like doing that too. So that's one thing I've learned to like is when we have a thumbstick on devices, I often use them for Game Boy Advance. Oh, it plays fine. Yeah, this is nice. And the buttons aren't super loud or clicky. They're good. Nice tactile feedback to the buttons. I don't mind the way the game the console looks. I wish that the games would be scaled correctly, and I wish they would shut off that unnecessary thunk sound, and maybe there's still a way that I'm missing because I'm just checking this out for the first time with you guys here. But it wouldn't be a bad console even if it's locked down and you can't customize it, if they would just make sure that the features that we want are there. They got save states there, thank you for that. But allow us to scale our games. Just if you say you have RetroArch in it, let us have access to the menu. Let us put our bezels on. Let us put our overlays. The things I barely saved myself in that one. But, you know, I don't understand why these companies want to just stick their jank firmware on there and not let us make what could be good or great with something that is relatively decent. We can make so much better. It feels solid, you guys. It feels nice. I like the shape. It's pretty low profile, as you can see. Buttons, I like the buttons. I like the buttons better than I do on the R35 and the R36S because they're like that Mini style. There's a little bit of a raised. You don't need to alter them. I mean, even though people do alter their Mini buttons. To exit out of there, and let's just Super Mario Kart Advance and Super Circuit. Let's just test. Let me go back into here, and then whoops. And type in Tetris and see how this D-pad treats me in Tetris. Another game that I play often. See if it has any false inputs. Okay, so Tetris bootleg, Tetris, final Tetris set 3. I would like for a legit OG Tetris world, like the one from Game Boy. Even though I like the more modern Tetris better. Let's just pick up one. Tetris Korea. I wonder what that is. But I don't want to waste too much time here. Let's just go back up to the top. What would be bootleg about Tetris DX? Let's just do that. Alright, so this is Game Boy Color. It's not scaled correctly, as we can see. It could be sharper, in my opinion, and that's because of the stretched out look, probably. I don't know, they might have some kind of filter in here, so let's just throw in a couple letters here. OGT. Alright, so yeah, for Tetris it doesn't matter. It looks fine. It doesn't matter if it's not a 10:9 aspect ratio. D-pad seems to work fine. I'm just trying to get one Tetris. Oh, it ain't gonna happen. It ain't gonna happen. Not right now. I'm gonna have to do something first. See, I have that mist block down there, unfortunately. I blocked it again when I should have used the other one on it. Oh well. Let's just get these out of here. Open up that slot as soon as possible. Oh, it's not giving me an opportunity. I gotta put it there again. So yeah, I would also like to have my dot matrix filter on it. I really appreciate that filter, and that's something that we don't have the option to do here either. So hey, you know, we'll have to see if the price goes down on this and it seems like something that's worth buying. You know, more power to you. At this point, I don't really recommend it. I'm one of those people that I don't really like to tinker too much, but I also don't like things to not be right in the first place. Like, I like it when they're right in the first place and I can still make them better. This is just wrong. So, you know, it is what it is. It's just, it's unfortunate. Yeah. I'm doing terrible. I know you guys don't want to sit here watching me play Tetris all day, so we'll end this right here. No Tetris for me today. We basically gotta look at the systems. You know, I don't want to waste too much time going through the games because you've seen them all on other handhelds before, and it's an RK3326 chip. It's basically going to run what you would expect it to run, and that's about it for the R35 Plus by SZDiier. So it says rating 5 volts, 2.5 watts, so it is still a 1 amp. Oh wait, no, it is, okay, it's 2 amp. All right, well, whatever. Let's see if there's a way to formally shut this thing down. Was there? No, there's not. So what do? You just press the switch? Okay, start and select will bring you back in. Oh wait, no. Oh, what was that? I pressed start and it loaded me into something. Exit. All right, so it looks to me like the only way out of a game. Okay, it looks like we don't. Yeah, most this plays is PlayStation. There's no N64 on here either. So for anybody expecting that, it's not there. So there's quite a few systems that aren't here. So just take a quick look one more time of what we have here as that dot moves to the left. And that's it. I'm going to press this power button and see what happens. Nothing. Are you serious? There's really no way to shut it down but like a heavy, hard shutdown? I guess so. There it is, guys. R35 Plus. Hope you got something out of it. I didn't get much out of that. Anyway, we'll see what this thing has to offer in the future. Hopefully, those amazing hackers will be able to make something work. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. Peace.